Good morning. Glad you're with us on Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. If you're a woman suffering from the symptoms of low thyroid or think you might be and just aren't sure, then you don't want to miss the next few minutes. With us, Communications Director of Integrated Health Center of the Rockies, Mrs. Amanda Vargas. She has some new and exciting information for women who continue to suffer from the symptoms of low thyroid. Amanda, glad to have you.
Nice seeing you.
Let's talk about this. Let's dive right in. Basically, this is extremely frustrating. I know a lot of friends who have suffered from this type of thing before. So briefly paint a picture of really what women are experiencing with low thyroid.
Well, it really is a tragic story for many women, and as somebody who has been involved working with women with this condition for so long, it's so frustrating for me to see how many women are still needlessly suffering. And many of them start with a myriad of symptoms, like inability to lose weight. They're gaining weight like crazy. Their menstrual cycles are going haywire. They might even start losing their hair. They're fatigued. They're depressed. There's all kinds of things, and enough time will go on and they'll say to themselves, something's not quite right. So they'll go to the doctor, they'll get some blood work done. The blood work will come back indicative of a low thyroid condition. The doctor will prescribe them some medication and send them along on their way. These women then feel good, they feel validated that they trusted their intuition, and they go back a few months later just to get that blood work redone. The blood work will come back normal, or so the doctor says, and the doctor will say, yes, okay, you're doing great, keep doing what you're doing. And then these women are looking at their doctors like they have two heads, because a lot of the time they feel the exact same, if not even worse than they did before they started taking that medication. And that's where the frustration really begins.
Yeah, the frustration is definitely there for so many of these women. Share a little bit, about the women you meet who are just suffering through this as they go.
Well, our practice, of course, treats women of all ages, but two of the age ranges that stick out to me are new moms, 30 to 40, as well as women who are 45 to 60. And what's really interesting about the new mom group is that they chalk up a lot of these symptoms to having just given birth. And they think that things are just going to get better with time, when in reality, for a lot of these women, they're really sick and things are just going to get worse. And what's interesting about the age range of 45 to 60 is that their doctors tend to chalk up a lot of these symptoms to the aging process. Yes. They tell them that they just need to exercise more and diet, or even worse, sometimes they're told it's all in their head, and we know that it isn't.
Well, and the symptoms can be so similar to other things.
Yes.
So I guess then the question begs to be asked, are we just treating the wrong thing?
Well, not only is it possible that we're treating the wrong thing, but it's highly likely that we're treating the wrong thing. And ultimately, it boils down to a lack of thoroughness. And because of that lack of thoroughness, the #1 cause of low thyroid conditions is often going untested and undetected, which means it's not even being treated. So eventually these symptoms get worse and these people get sicker and sicker, and it's just an endless spiral.
And just think that might be in their head, or that they've got something else totally unrelated.
Exactly.
So let's remind everyone, you've got a number there on your screen, 303-974-1087. There is a free thyroid dinner event, that's going to be September 17th at 6 p.m. You need to go ahead and call that number to see if you qualify, because the seating is limited and you want to make sure, if you're interested in anything we're talking about, that you get your seat. So let's go back to this again. So I'm assuming then you're seeing some success in your clinic from a lot of women who have been dealing with this.
We are, and we see a lot of success because our providers are so thorough on the front end in turning over every rock to figure out the root cause of the problem before they ever begin treatment. And I really think that that is the secret to our success. You have to find the real and the root cause of the problem in order to see symptomatic success in your patients. And I know that that sounds like a very basic principle, but it's unfortunate to see how many providers are really lacking on that level. So what we do is create customized care plans for these individuals so that they can see optimal results.
Well, you've got this free thyroid dinner event that we were talking about. Tell people at home, especially the women listening right now, what they can learn at this event.
I think the most important thing that they're going to learn is that there is hope. They're not going crazy, they're not making things up, they're not hypochondriacs, and there is another path and direction that they can take to health and happiness again.
Isn't that, I mean, just to know you're not going crazy, ladies.
Yes.
So this is what you need to know. Call the number you see right there on your screen, 303-974-1087. This is a free thyroid dinner event that will be taking place September 17th at 6 p.m. If anything that Amanda has been describing to you hits a little close to home or someone you love, make sure you go ahead and call that number to see if you qualify as well. We've talked about this again, you know, some of the results that you see, just starting to see women feeling better, I would assume?
Yes, not only are they starting to feel better, but these women are finally able to lose those stubborn 10 pounds, if not more. They're able to keep up with their families because they're no longer depressed. They have a ton more energy. Their hair starts to come back normally. Their nails that were previously super brittle are coming back and are stronger. There's so many things that benefits to this program for these women.
I love it, Amanda. Thank you so much. Call 303-974-1087 to see if you qualify to attend the free thyroid dinner event, which, as I said, is Tuesday, September 17th at 6 p.m. RSVP now by calling 303-974-1087. The Integrated Health Center of the Rockies paid for this segment.